I heard the news that he just got revamped, and I'm being spammed to react to it. Yeah, like I heard rumors before, but I didn't want to like confirm anything that is not official. But since now he's in the advanced server, all buffed up, I think now is a perfect time to see like what's officially like coming out and stuff like that. And I was going through like YouTubers that go over it, and no one goes in depth like Elgin did. So yeah, I'm about to go check it out. So yeah, all right, let's go. I'll be pausing like a lot though. Let's get it. Let's get it, Elgin. What you got for us?
Hey guys, what's up? So Argus just got revamped in advanced server. Still
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
no changes in his appearance though.
What?
Argus just got revamped in advanced server. Still no changes in his appearance though.
Yeah, I wonder like if they change his appearance, will they still keep the green and purple color scheme they have going on? Is it's look, y'all see the mouse? Yeah. Like I wonder how different they'll look. I mean, the helmet right now is like, at first when I first started playing them, I didn't like the helmet, so I wonder if they'll change the helmet or like make it so when he was first announced, like they change it to that fiery reddish orange color scheme. But yeah, all right. I'm just rambling on. Let's keep going.
check out his skills. His new passive skill now deals 3 basic attacks instead of 2.
Y'all see that? Not 1, not 2, but 3 basic attacks, y'all. Yo, just imagine you're low HP, right? And then out of nowhere, you use your ult, right? And then you're just swinging at people like rapid fire, like a SMG, like that's what I'm noticing with the 3 basic attacks, yo. Not only that, he gets spell vamp with his new revamp, so he has more sustainability now with the passive. It doesn't show over here in the, it doesn't show on the skill description, so I think Elgin does go over it when he does like use the passive underneath the tower or some shit like that. But yeah, let's keep going.
And if you've noticed, it fills up much faster now.
Yeah, that is key, yo. Like now it doesn't take a million years just to use your own passive, yo. It's like you're like half HP. That's how fast it fills up now. Like when you're half HP and you hit something, that's how fast it fills up, basically, if you think about it.
Here is a side-by-side comparison of the old and new Argus.
Look how long this shit takes compared to that. It's like you're using your ultimate when you're low HP with this one.
As you can see, the new one can fill up his passive.
See that? Like he uses passive like so many times already. I hope they don't nerf that.
The 3 basic attacks. Instead of 100, it's now 80 physical attack.
Yeah, sadly, the 3 strikes, it deals less damage from your regular basic attacks, but like since it's 3 strikes, it makes up for it more than because like the time it takes for Argus to use this passive in the original server is literally the same time it takes to throw out the 3 strikes. So in that short amount of time, you're dealing more damage with the 3 strikes than 2. So if that makes sense, to clear up confusion, it's a buff. It's not a nerf, and you get spell vamp too. So, which is crazy. You get lifesteal off of it too.
Another feature that's not included in his skills is the heal from his passive. As you can see, he heals every time his passive is activated. With the old Argus, there's no heal effect. The heal will give him
I
more
wonder how fast
sustainability, making it
low
with the
HP
old
Argus recharges his passive with the new one to see if there's anything different about it. So look how fast Argus recharges his
100,
passive
it's now 80 physical attack.
to see if like
Another
they
feature
nerfed
that's
it.
not
Let's see.
included in his skills is the heal from his passive. As you can see, he heals every time his passive is
It doesn't seem that low HP Argus will be like overpowered for the, because like low HP Argus in this one, he's recharging his thing way faster than low HP Argus in the advanced server. Hold on, let me see, because I hope I'm not tripping.
It's not included in
Unless that's what his alt, what his new alt. Let's see.
As you can see, he heals every time.
Now low HP Argus definitely on the original server definitely charges his blade faster.
The heal will give him more sustainability, making him less ultimate dependent.
I think in his ulti for the new one, they make it so that his passive recharges just as fast as low HP Argus in this one. So I could be wrong because I haven't played with the new Argus yet. But I hope that's the case, because low HP Argus, if you ever fight him, he literally like shreds you if he's in ulti form. Because like his passive is just getting like brought back over and over again. There's nothing you can do about it. Unless you stun him.
Next is his first skill. It still works like before, where
look, it's like Franco. It's like a mini Franco and Argus. Imagine that. Not only you're going towards them, you also pull them towards you as well. That's kind of lit. Now it makes it harder for people to like escape. So let's say someone's near the tower, you just pull them away from the tower a little bit, and that could give you like enough time to like shred them real quick, because you can kill really fast. Like really fast. If you're using the right build, you're shredding people in like 2 seconds here, especially if they're squishy.
he pulls himself towards a target. The difference is that the enemy is now closer. The new Argus ends up closer to the target compared to the old one.
Yeah, they're almost kissing over there.
Previously, you need to hit a target to activate the dash. Now you can dash even though you have no target to hit.
Yo, I can see outplays already happening with that. Just imagine you're fighting a Gwen, right? You use your first skill, and she jukes the shit out of you, and she's about to freaking use her move too to stun you up, right? To knock you up. And you just get the fuck out the way just in time, yo, and outplay the shit out of her. Like, I can see plays being made with that already. Or imagine you about to tower dive someone and then their whole team just pulls up, you just skedaddle back out of there. Alright, let's get rolling.
As you can see, the skill is still available even though there was no target. The range is still the same as before, and the cooldown is longer by 1 second at max level.
Aw, rip. Instead of making the cooldown shorter, they make it longer. Tough, guys, tough. Jesus.
Next is his second skill. Its cooldown is now shorter by...
Oh, alright. Thank God. At least they get some shit right. But yeah, alright, let's see. Is there a difference in base damage? Rip. So, what I'm noticing is that, okay, if the enemies are standing still, old Argus beats out the new one in damage. But if the enemies are running, which they are definitely gonna be running away from you, the new Argus by far deals out more damage because it's over time. But yeah, you're not instantly gonna get that damage off unless they run like the full amount. So that means like people like, let's say Argus, Nah, fuck, that's not her. Like, everyone's gonna run away from Argus, so yeah, new Argus beats out the old one. At least, no, if you move around, you still deal damage, and people will not stand still, especially if someone's whooping your ass. Like, you better move out the way, or else just suffer the whole brunt. So, I see a benefit to that. But yeah, base old Argus versus the new one, the base damage, it deals more, but it doesn't out damage the new Argus's second skill, if that makes sense. And not only that, the cooldown is actually shorter, which is good, right? So yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see what else is new.
4 seconds at max level. They also added a new feature where it deals continuous damage if the enemy moves.
Yeah, see that? That out damages the current skill already.
It can still slow enemies and speed up Argus if he follows the enemy's trail.
But it's over time, so don't expect to like one-shot someone with that skill unless they move, okay?
Next is his ultimate. No changes for the skill except for the new physical attack stats that you gain when you level up the skill.
Yeah, so even though they lower down the base physical points that he has, at the end of the day, in the attack growth and stuff like that, at the end of the day, as long as you upgrade your ulti fully, you're like as strong as the old Argus, but like slightly stronger later on, as long as you upgrade your skill to a max. So late game, don't expect this new Argus to be weaker than the old Argus. Expect this Argus to outclass the new Argus in a fight. In a 1v1, who would win versus this Argus and the old one? I honestly think this Argus has a fair shot at beating out the old one, because his skill will outdamage the old skill, and plus you get to move around with his second dash without having to hit anything. And his stun, he actually has a proper stun now. It lasts 1 second. Let's say if you're up close to someone and then they walk in the bush, you just stun them for a second. It's actually a proper stun now. So you get to let out your full amount of damage and stab them in the end. So when they run, they just die instantly. What else do they have over here? What else can I say? Well, they didn't give them movement speed like everyone's suggesting for the ulti. Like, if they did that, I think you wouldn't have to run sprint or flicker or whatever. You could just use your ulti. You could rely on inspire and stuff like that. Deal more physical damage items. I guess that's balanced. So they don't want inspire to be OP. That.
It gives 25, 35, and 45 physical attack for each skill upgrade. They did this because his initial physical attack stats is
like
now
I was
lower
saying,
by 20 points. They also lowered his physical attack growth from 10 down to 8. So far, Argus looks good in this revamp. His second skill now has a better synergy with his ultimate. His old problem is that enemies will instantly move away when he uses his ultimate. But with the revamped Argus, moving away will result in more damage because of his second skill. And the skill now has an extremely short cooldown. His first skill is pretty good right now despite the longer cooldown. It gives Argus 2 dash skills that doesn't require a target unlike before. It's good because he now has a chance to disengage in case he misses with the first phase of the skill. His passive is what I like most, even though they lowered his physical attack stats.
Yes, same, bruh. Now you don't have to build lifesteal. Now my lifesteal build can actually go to work now.
If he uses Demon Hunter Sword.
Alright, so my personal thoughts is that basically all they did was this revamp is like more than a quality of life revamp. It's not like altering the character in any way. They kept the essence of what made Argus, but they just basically gave him more power for the early game and stuff like that. So yeah, even though they like lower down his base stats, overall he just has more power to like fight back and stuff like that. So he's not gonna be getting shitted on by like some random fighter or something like that. He should be able to win his 1v1s now, no problem. Like, unless he's getting gangbanged by like 3 people, I don't see him like struggling at all early game. No, with this new changes. He has sustainability. He has lifesteal without having to buy lifesteal items and stuff like that, which is perfect. This is what he needed. His second skill smacks now, especially if they're moving. Yeah, and then his ulti gives you more physical attack. I don't know about the attack growth, how that's gonna hurt him, but overall I see just straight I just see him just strong overall throughout the game now. As long as you hit level 4, like, you shouldn't be dying at all with this new Argus, because like he has like sustainability, he has God mode. They haven't removed God mode, thank God. If they did, I'm quitting Mobile Legends right this moment. Yeah, that's basically it. But now his revamp, basically, like, for those people that don't have skill enough to play Argus, now it makes him sort of playable for those people. But there'll still be like a skill gap between Argus players and moves and stuff like that. But this one, it really gives Argus like some strength to like actually beat people up early game, if that makes sense. So yeah, like it'll still take some time to actually learn how to play him, but now it's easier to get into Argus and that mentality and how to play this hero, which is perfect. More people play Argus means his popularity will go up, and that means when his popularity goes up, he could get skins or events or stuff like that. Like Mia, she has like 100 million skins, yo, which makes no sense. I mean, Wall Rift is right around the corner. Depending on what they do next for Argus and what the skins they're gonna release, I might not buy it because I'll be saving my money for Wall Rift. So I hope they don't put the epic skin or whatever they release for them in a box transaction where you're spinning a slot to hopefully win. It's all predetermined, so your chances of actually winning is low unless you spend the full amount they actually want you to spend on those events to even get a skin. So yeah, they're just playing you. But overall, this is a good revamp. It's not really a revamp. I don't see it as a revamp. I just see it as like a really good buff. This is what the first revamp should have been. Revamp. I mean, the first one was just quality of life, but this one is like, it just gives them proper power, if that makes sense. It's not really a revamp. Revamp to me is like, you change how the skills are, sort of like Bane, sort of how like they did Bane, like switch how like it works. But this is more of a buff. It's not really a revamp. It's just more power. It's like a nerf in some aspects, but the buffs like overshadow the stuff they do. So now this Argus is currently stronger than the old Argus, if that makes sense. So yeah. Alright guys, take care. And that was my thoughts and opinions on this new Argus. I'll be live streaming in the mornings now. So yeah, just expect that. Especially when the new Argus is out, just expect me to spam him all the way to top global again. Whoever's at top 1 right now, what's your booty hole? Cause I'm coming for that ass, yo. Legit. Alright guys, peace.